old mod that I've reinstalled, and it's basically a mod that replaces the ultimate follower overhaul. I did have a few problems with it because it was quite buggy, to be honest with you. I couldn't actually dismiss my follower. He just didn't do anything, or she just didn't do anything. When I told them to wait there, they just would continue to follow, and I just couldn't get rid of them, which was a problem. So I've actually decided to install follower tweaks, which gives a few different options. So if you speak to her, you can tweak the options: actions, gear, combat, magic, pose, etc. So it gives you a few more options. And in the meantime, I also received a letter from a courier when I was loafing around from Fork Firebeard. Cat, over the last few days we've had some disturbing information come to light regarding the events at Wolf Skull Cave and the summoning and binding ritual you interrupted there. Given your involvement with that event, I'm asking you to return to Solitude to help us once more. I am wary of putting all the details in print. Please come see me at the Blue Palace, Mr. Fork Firebeard. We are at Solitude. This is the Blue Palace. Here's Sybil Stentor. She's actually, look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. She's clearly not human. No one else seems to notice though. Hello, Falk. You sent me a message about Wolf Skull Cave.
Yes, old friend. I'm afraid it's not good news. When you broke up the binding, Potema escaped. We've encountered some of her minions. Steer says she's still in spirit form, or we'd all be dead already. You've already done us a service in stopping the binding, but I need you to go talk to him, to see if Steer can tell us what to do next.
Okay, so who's Steer?
He's Solitude's priest of Archay. He's the one who figured out Potema was still around. He'll help as much as he can.
I thought I was the person who figured that out. Well, why me? Because it can't be anyone else, but I'll talk to him.
Well, friend. Be careful.
So we'll probably find out a little bit more about Potema, although Fork Firebeard seems to think that we'd all be dead if Potema was around. So the thought is that Potema is some all-powerful something or the other, but actually looking at the lore, look at this glitching. Looking at the lore, this kind of thing isn't true. She's not actually all-powerful. All she used to be was, she used to be the High Queen of Solitude, and she fought against the Septims. She was basically a family relative of the Septims, and so she had a right to the throne, I suppose.
What do you want, cat?
We're in the graveyard. I think this is where we're supposed to be, in the Hall of Dead. I think this is where we're supposed to be. Hang on, I'll just check. Stick that on my journal. Not the heist job, I don't need that. Wolf Queen awakened. Yep, in the Hall of the Dead. So Steer, who we haven't met before, he is going to tell us a bit about Potema. Yeah, Steer. Is the man who was executed buried here?
Yes, I made an appeal to Captain Aldous. He allowed Rogver to have a proper Nord burial, as is the custom in Solitude.
Okay, cool. So, how long have you tended this place?
All my life. I practically grew up in the hall. My father and mother were the priest and priestess of Archay before me, you see. I believe I was put here to protect this place from the darkness that pervades Solitude.
What darkness is that?
This city has a long history of madness and murder. The Wolf Queen, Pelagius, the death of High King Toric, and now public executions.
Well, there's always been
My
public
books
executions.
Tell the stories, have no doubt. As pretty as its streets are, as jovial as the bards may be, darkness is drawn to Solitude.
Okay, well, Falk told me about Potema.
Former Queen of Solitude, and one of the most dangerous necromancers in recorded history. She was responsible for the Empire's near collapse almost 500 years ago. I believe I have a book about her.
Okay.
Summoned in spirit form is not raised from the dead. She'll need help before she can return to the living. For the moment, the Wolf Queen has retreated to a place filled with dead, eager to serve.
Sorry.
She's gone to her old catacombs. A few days ago, One of her servants busted through a wall into the Temple of Divines. We'll need you to go into the catacombs themselves.
Yeah, I can do that.
Good. Being at the summoning created a connection to Potema. You are the one to do this. I can provide you with some help with her minions. As to Potema herself, find what's left of her body, likely a skeleton. Remove it from the catacombs and bring it back to be sanctified by RK.
What do I need to know about Potema?
Curious figure. Unrepentantly evil and nasty, of course, but also astonishingly brilliant, and obviously quite a necromancer at her end. She was always so close to being Empress, but despite her machinations, it was never to be hers. Ironically, if she were alive today, she'd be the only living member of the Septim bloodline. By all rights, she would now be Empress.
Yeah, this is the point. She's basically
RK bless you.
a family member, so why exactly... Oh, I've got the blessing of RK. What does that do to me? Blessing of RK increases my health by 25 points. Not bad. So he's leading us off somewhere. Down into the basement.
You know what needs to be done. Is there something more you need?
Yeah, you're just gonna go to bed, aren't you? Let's go down here, place where you haven't been sweeping. This is Solitude Catacombs. Of course, Potema's gone into the catacombs. Where else would you expect? I'm gonna quickly save here.